Okay, if you watch my first 4 videos, you'll know how to roll a cigar. Now I think this might be my last one, so I'll show you. A lot of people have been asking me about the paste. Here's what I use: Knox unflavored gelatin. That's my secret. 1/8 teaspoon of Knox to 5 tablespoons of water will give you. This is what I use. When I say I spread it all over the place, I use a lot of glue. It's mostly water. If you mix it with 1 or 2 tablespoons of water, you'll get a gel. If you mix it with 1/4 teaspoon of extremely fine powder, I get flour. I get the flour and I grind it up in my mortar and pestle until it's super fine, like talc. Put a half a teaspoon of that into it, and the 2 tablespoons of water, and your 1/4 teaspoon of Knox. You could throw a 1/4 teaspoon, half teaspoon of sugar in there too, and you'll get the paste. Or you could go out and buy what's called, the professionals use, gum traga. Here you go. Tragacanth. Tragacanth, or Gar gum, Guar. I buy this at the store, at the market, for $1.50 for 5 packs. It does it for me. Okay, that's the paste. That's the big secret. I'm going to show you another thing here. I remember saying how I'd show, some beginning rollers, they roll it too tight, their cigars. Okay, I'll show you a little trick here. Remember how I got that leaf, that rough leaf, fine, to make it a wrapper with the rolling pin. You remember that? How you do that? You get that fine leaf. Okay, roll a cigar here. Okay, we'll throw some of that in there. And we'll get rolling here. We'll rough. Even though it's a fine leaf, even though you knock those ribs down, you still go with the heavy rib. Oh, I forgot. Here's the little trick. Uh-oh. Lay that tobacco out, and you get these barbecue skewers. Lay them 4, 5, 6, 10, as many as you want along your leaf. Yeah, I got another one here. Okay? And then you roll. Okay? You put several in there, and this way they make little vents, little pipes right up the cigar. So if you're rolling it real tight, you'll still be able to get a draw. Now, I'm going to use, you see me use the whole, put the thin glue all over the leaf. Now I'm going to show you with the thick glue. You just get a little bit of this. And you put a little bit on there. Hey, you don't use much of this. You're glued. Here, roll. Get it nice. Then you take your skewers out. And that'll leave you a vent. I mean, that's not the ideal way of doing it. But if you're just starting and you're rolling tight, it's getting on your nerves, do that. And again, one more time, how to get that end. Looking good. Got a whole bunch of work. Little not online. Whatever you want to use. Whoops, that came, hey, that's perfect. I didn't want to do that, but that's fine. That's how you get this in. Usually it leaves that pigtail out and then you cut it. But hey, it worked out good. I could have done that if I wanted to. But anyhow, there's your glue. That's the main thing. The glue, I made a list here. Show paste. Oh yeah, one thing. If you want to experiment with that glue, with different glues, like one here I put amaretto in it. It didn't work too good. Another one here, I put rum in this one. Water and rum. It works good. It's good glue. But if you want to experiment, what I do is I get a PVC pipe here. Take some of my loose stuff. This is what I like to use because I can use all I want. Like I said, it's mostly water. And you see how stiff that leaf was? This just makes it nice and pliable. That's why I like to use a lot of it. But you could use the paste, you know, like they put a little bit on there, you know. Okay, so you get your PVC pipe, you wrap it. If you're using something new, if you want to try a little sugar in there like I do, different things, just watch whatever you put in there. It may be edible. But a lot of things are edible, but if you light them on fire, they could get toxic. So don't just, you know, say, hey, I could eat this, I could use it. You can't. Okay, I got the end. I put the end like this so when it's done, I could see how it grabbed. Oh, that wasn't, okay. You know, I could see how tight it glues. You gotta leave an end up like that because you won't find the end later. And then when it completely dries, it'll slip off in a tube and you could see how it works. That's what I use to experiment with. But this is a fun thing for beginners. Throw some skewers in there. Make the tubes. You can't even see the lines, but they're in there. You know, and you could draw on that thing, but eventually you'll get to where you're rolling them really nice. Well, that's about it. I can't think of anything. I gave you the commercial gums, the gum trag canth, whatever, and the Cigar gum. You can find them on the internet, or like I said, you go to your local store. I think it's 4 or 5 packs of these. Quarter teaspoon of this, to a couple tablespoons of water. Oh yeah, you put it in the microwave. I forgot to tell you. I should tell you. All of these I put in the microwave. That's why I got them in big jars. I put them in the microwave and give it 10-second bursts and watch it. It's got to boil. Let that boil up. And, oops, I'm sorry. I put it in these big jars because I let it boil. Give it 5, 10-second, 15-second bursts on and off. Let that thing boil. They got to boil to get your finished product, especially if you put the flour in it. Okay, remember, if you put the flour not straight out of the bag, get that, you gotta, like I says, make it, the only thing I could liken it to is a talc, baby powder. Put a half a teaspoon of that in with your Knox, and, oh yeah, that you have to refrigerate, definitely. This here, I've had this out of the refrigerator since the 19th of February, it's about 2 weeks. This doesn't, nothing hurts that, but this here will mold up. So that's about it. I think I covered about everything, and happy cigar rolling.